Welcome to Secure the Bag Week 6 NFL Picks. It's your boy, A-Dub.
Hey, boy, Strazy back in the building. What's up, fam?
What's good, man? Secure the Bag presented to you by Say Like a Champ. You know what I'm saying? We got multiple levels to this. But yeah, welcome into the show. We appreciate y'all being here with us. We are here to make our Week 6 moneyline picks and then bring you 3 locks against the spread. As always, it's not betting advice, but it's just, you know what I'm saying, how we're feeling about this weekend's game. So
exactly.
That's what's up. We got Pops in the building. Good afternoon, Pops. Glad you could be here with us. We appreciate you, and we're interested to see what picks you got in store for us. I think you were the only one last week that picked the Bears, Pops, so maybe you'll have another little hidden gem for us this week. So that's what it is. We always do our recap of the entire scoreboard on our Tuesday show, on the big show on Tuesday nights. And if you guys are ever interested, please join us. We go live every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we talk through all the different things that are happening in the sports world. But like we said today, we're here to just make our NFL picks. But also, I wanted to mention you can compete with us for Super Bowl squares. Whoever gets the most picks right each week on the Pick'em gets the Super Bowl square. And that link is in our bio and on our website if you guys want to check it out and join us. Shout out to Anthony Weston. Now he won his third week already. Mm-hmm. So 3 weeks out of the first 5, he has secured a Super Bowl square. So shout out to our boy Ant, but we really got to take him down this week. You know what I'm saying? We got to put him back in his place. Last week was a rough day at the office for us, man. No lie. Like it was very rough. Now there were less games. That's the only excuse I have for ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a full 16 games, but still, there were 14 games to pick from, and it was.
I know. I'm like, no excuses. It's all bad, man.
All bad. So we're going to try to right those wrongs. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to get it back together. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our moneyline picks. I'll just lead us, but technically I feel like I shouldn't be leading, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, beat me, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
So we'll take it. And also shout out to our boy Marcus. He can't be with us today, but he did send in some locks for you guys too. So we'll check those out later. But let's get into it. Starting off with Thursday Night Football, we got the Broncos at the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs all the way in this one. I'm not sure how good of a contest it will be, but I just feel like this is an opportunity for the Chiefs offense to get right.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this is definitely, and then I'm also hearing Jerry Jeudy trades now, so it looks like he's going to be gone before the deadline. So
wow.
Who knows if he even plays tonight in this game? You know what I mean? But I'm saying Kansas City as well. But it is a division game, and it is Thursday. You know, these Thursday games are always kind of weird. So I still got Kansas City, but maybe Broncos try to keep it a little closer than we're thinking, because I think they're 11-point favorite.
True. Yeah. That is a good call out. The Thursday night games, I don't know if it's the primetime pressure. It's just because everybody's watching, but the Thursday night games, even the worst teams or whatever, you know what I'm saying, tend to perform a little bit better in that stage. So, and not that there's any, like, we always talk about bad teams, but the NFL is hard. Like we can't forget that too. Like, it's hard to put together a good team, but yeah, we'll see about that. And good call out on the trade deadline. That is coming up on Halloween. So we're getting close, and we're going to get to see a lot more activity that we'll break down on that big show. So
funny enough, and Jerry Jeudy might be a Kansas City Chiefs or a Panther.
That would be crazy, man. The Chiefs could probably use him. Like, ever since Mecole Hardman left, he hasn't really had that type of
no.
Well, and Hill, you know what I'm saying? But
definitely Hill.
For sure. Yeah. But so yeah, they could probably use a guy like him. Yep. All right, moving into the Sunday slate, we got Sunday morning. We got another London game. The Ravens at the Titans. I'm really not sure who to pick in this one. The Ravens looked bad last week, but it was a division opponent. I feel like they should be able to bounce back, but we'll see how the travel affects them. But I'm going Baltimore in a close one.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore as well. I think they want to really get right. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have lost that game had their receivers actually caught a couple of those passes. Two of them were touchdown passes, you know what I mean? And so I'm with you. I think it's going to be a close one, though. I think both of them are going to be a little jet lagged, but I'm going Baltimore, but it's definitely going to be close.
For sure. That will be a good one there to start us off early. Next up, we got Carolina Panthers at the Miami Dolphins. I'm going with the Dolphins in this one. I'm sorry, Strizzy. I just don't see some type of an upset coming this time. But yeah.
If they're going to get a win, they're going to be this week, especially not Miami. You know what I mean? They just still look bad. They have no idea what they're doing. I don't even know how Coach Wright, they interviewed him last game, and Jeremy Chin only had like 18 snaps. So it's like, how do you have one of your best defensive players, best safety, only get 18 snaps? And when they had asked him about it, he had no idea. He was like, I don't know. This one falls on the coaches this time. And it was like, how do you not know where one of your best players is at? You know what I'm saying? And
sounds like excuses.
Exactly. And same thing with Terrace Marshall Jr. Two weeks ago, he ends up with 11 targets, 9 receptions. Then he gets 0 plays in the next week's game. He didn't get in the game at all. So it's like, I have no idea what these guys are doing, but they definitely beat the Dolphins. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think that they got those people on the block and they don't want to get them hurt. So
I don't know what it is, but yeah.
We'll see. All right. Continuing on Sunday morning, we got the Saints at the Texans. I wasn't too impressed with the Saints, obviously, but I shouldn't say that. I haven't been so impressed with the Saints until that New England game. I don't know if it's just because the New England's that bad, but I got the Texans at home in a close one on this one.
Me too, actually. I'm with you. Saints really haven't impressed me very much, and I do think the Patriots are that bad right now. They have nothing going well for them. Running game's not going well. Passing game's obviously not going well. And the defense just took advantage of it because the Saints' offense didn't do anything. It was really just the defense. Defense just tore them apart. So, but I got Texas. I think they're a little bit better than the Patriots, obviously. But I like the way the Texans are rolling.
Yeah, me too. Definitely like C.J. Stroud. He's looking like a gamer for sure.
For real.
All right, we got the Commanders at the Falcons up next. I'm going to go with the Falcons at home in this one. I think it should be pretty cool, though. 2 physical teams. But the Commanders have just not, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, okay. I think the Falcons can take that next step and be better.
Yeah. This one's tricky for me, too. Like, these teams are like the same to me. You know what I mean? Like, both really physical, better on defense than they are on offense. I'm taking Atlanta, too, just because they're the home team. But if they were in Washington, I'd be taking Washington.
I feel it. Pops is on that one with us too with the Falcons as well. So, all right, next up we got the Colts at the Jaguars. I'm actually going with the Colts in this one in a little bit of an upset. I just feel like they have a better, more well-rounded team. And Gardner Minshew, even though he is not technically the starter, is really good. Yeah. The Jacksonville Jaguars benefited from those 2 London games, but now this will be 3 weeks in a row, no bye week in there, traveling back home. You know what I'm saying? They might have gotten a little comfortable, so I'm going with the Colts.
I'm going with the upset as well. I think they're still trying to figure out how they're gonna, put Jonathan back in the game too. But we'll see how that goes. But I like the Colts too. I think Minshew's gonna surprise them.
Yeah, for sure. Pop's going against us on that one. He's got the Jaguars. So
I can see why. But I think they're gonna. And Colts play them so well. I don't know why Colts always beat them up. It's weird.
Yeah. So we'll see if that trend continues for us. Next up, we got Seattle at Cincinnati. This is a tough one for me, really. It's kind of a coin flip. I saw Cincinnati play a lot better last week and take a big step, but Seattle is like a physical team, and Seattle can score pretty well too. So I'm going Seattle in a road upset here, but this is really just a toss-up for me.
This is tricky too. We talked about the Bengals using the Arizona Cardinals as kind of like the get right game, right? And that's exactly what they did. They got right, but how much is that was playing a bad team? You know what I mean? So I think I'm with you, man. I don't think I'm ready to say the Bengals are back yet. I'm going with the Seahawks.
All right.
We'll see how they do against a way better team.
Exactly. I still think that'll be a close one, but lean in Seattle. All right. Next up, we got Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. The question is, will the Bears build off of that Thursday night performance and with extra time for a division opponent, or will the Vikings kind of right their ship? This is really a toss-up for me, but I'm going with the Bears. I feel like their offense is more explosive right now, and Justin Jefferson being out for the Vikings is going to hurt them.
Agreed. I wasn't sure how you were going to go with this one. I'm going the Bears as well, man. Justin Fields, 2 weeks last 2 weeks, 8 touchdowns, about 400 yards passing. Or was it 600 yards passing? It's like 600 yards passing and 8 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. And I feel like it was the coaching's bad on losing that game to the Broncos. They should have won that game too. Sure. I like them in this one. I think and they're talking about possibly trading Kirk Cousins too. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see a lot of trade stuff happening around.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of teams looking like sellers right now. So we'll see. All right, this is going to be a tricky one. The last morning game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Browns. I'm going with the 49ers here, but something tells me that the Browns might sneak up and get them. The 49ers are smelling themselves a little bit. There's a lot of talk about this, historic streak or whatever, franchise-long streak of winning games. And Cleveland probably has the best defense in the league. It's just, can their offense score?
Oh, so
I'm going with the 49ers still, but in a close one.
Agreed. So I think the line is plus 7.5, and I'm like, that's a little high. The Browns only allow about 55 yards rushing a game, and I think it's like barely over 100 yards passing. Man, like the defense is crazy. I'm not sure if Deshaun Watson's back healthy yet, and I think if he's not there, I don't think they really stand much of a chance. But I still think the defense will keep the score low. You know what I mean? So I'm going 49ers.
Yeah, I feel it. But it's like, man, I would not be surprised if it's a little bit of a trap there.
Someone's going to get him, and it's not going to be a good team. Watch.
Exactly. They're going to lose eventually.
Yeah.
All right, heading out west to Las Vegas, we got the Patriots at the Raiders. Man, the Raiders defense is tough, and they get after the quarterback. I hate to pick the Patriots to lose 3 weeks in a row, but something's telling me the Raiders are going to get it done.
Same. I'm with you on that. I think Raiders get it done too. The Patriots, they have nothing going for them, man. Defense isn't very good. Offense isn't very good. And you know, their receivers look lost. They have no idea what they're doing, man. So I'm with the Raiders.
Yeah. I'm wondering. We'll have to see if it happens. You know what I'm saying? But when's the last time Bill Belichick coach team lost 3 in a row? Like it might have been all the way back to his Cleveland days. So
like when was the last time he lost 2 in a row?
Yeah, for real.
Like usually when a Tom Brady led Patriots team lost a game, I felt bad for the team they played next week because they usually put like 40 plus on them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man, but I got Raiders in this.
Yeah, for sure. I want to welcome up to the show. What's good? Thanks for joining us. He says Belichick needs to retire. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but you know, this might. I don't know. We'll see how ugly this season gets for them. I don't know.
I'd like to see him go back to like a defensive coordinator. He's not retiring, that's for sure. But I'd like to see him go like a defensive coordinator.
Just like chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
Stall him out. All right. Next up, we got the Lions at Tampa Bay. Man, this is a really tough one, a coin flip for me. I'm kind of liking Tampa Bay, but I just really think the Lions are a different Lions, so I'm going with them on the road.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I think we're pretty on the same mindset this week. I like the Lions too. Not really sure either if Mike Evans is playing in this game or not either. I know he's been injured. I know they had the bye week last week, but I don't still no definition of him playing. He hasn't practiced all week, so I'm going Lions.
Yeah, this should be a good one though for sure. And I do feel for Evans, man. I love that guy. I don't want to see his 1,000-yard receiving yard like streak in. So hopefully he can still make it happen this year. All right, going out to LA, we got the Cardinals at the Rams. I'm going with the Rams in this one, but I think it will be a really close, tough-knit game. But I got the Rams at home to kind of build off of some of the success that they've been seeing. They just haven't put it into wins. So
I'm going Rams too. I like Cooper Kupp to have about 150 yards in this game. He tears the Cardinals up every time they play against him. So yeah, I like Kupp in this one. So I'm going LA as well.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good one, for sure. And I'm sure Stafford's going to be happy to get his other favorite toy back. So, all right, we got the Eagles at the Jets. Man, I want to pick an upset, but I'm not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I'm going Eagles in this one.
Yeah, man, I'm with you too. Like I don't know because I'm probably going to switch up on one of these, but not my actual picks. But like someone's going to get upset this weekend. It's just a matter of picking the right one, right? I'm gonna go the Jets. I'm gonna see the Jets get it. I don't know how with that defensive rush, but man, I don't know. I'm going Jets right now, but I might switch back up.
Gotcha. I feel you. No, I know. I'm right there with you. Because I'm like, I always like to pick an upset in there, but I'm like, I'm not seeing one. But I do think that these undefeated teams will be losing soon. I just don't think it'll be this week. So, all right, moving into Sunday Night Football. We got the Giants at the Bills. I think the Bills should handle this one pretty easily with their defense and how they're going to get after the Giants, and especially at home. I'm going Bills.
Yeah, me too. I think the Bills are happy to get back, back into the States or whatever because they're back at home. And division game, but I think they'll handle the Giants pretty easily. Giants are a pretty, really, really bad team right now.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and not division game though.
You're right. My fault. You're right. Not division. My fault. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. And then moving into Monday Night Football, we got America's team in primetime again against the Chargers. And this is a pretty tough one for me to call. I feel like actually McCarthy has done a good job bouncing back from losses. They haven't really lost too many games in a row, the Cowboys. I'm going with them, but I think it is going to be close. It's going to be tough because Kellen Moore, he's ready for this game. He circled this game. He's going to score a lot of points. It's just going to be a question of like there's familiarity on both sides, but which team does a little bit better with it.
Yeah, I know.
So what do you got for this one though?
Oh, this one's tricky, man. I really do like the Cowboys in a bounce back. Like I know they can't go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like they can't. But I have this like Kellen Moore just is gonna want to throw everything he possibly can. You know, he might have. You know, maybe he had some plays with Dallas that they wouldn't let him run. You know what I mean? And he just he was upset about. You know what I mean? So
right.
But they are. I heard that the running back from the Chargers, he's like 99% gonna be playing in this game.
Eckler?
Eckler. So you're missing Mike Williams, but you get Eckler back. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go Chargers in this one, man. Like it's tough. I think Dallas gets it, but I think Chargers are gonna want it a little bit more. We'll see though.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I totally can see it going either way. Like you said, Kellen Moore is gonna try to dig out the whole playbook. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
Against his former team, but maybe that emotion and maybe wanting to go for it so much will kind of hurt them. You know.
Sure.
So that's at least what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But yeah, the Cowboys 2 weeks in a row in prime time, last week being Sunday night, this Monday night, you know, they gotta stand up and do something right here.
What I will say though too in this game really quick is because of the really bad secondary of the Chargers, like I at least want to see CeeDee Lamb and Cooks go off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we got to get them back involved in the offense because I don't think Cooks has had more than like 20 yards in a game yet this season.
Except for the first game. Like the first game, he did well, and that was it.
Yeah. So we got to see Brandon Cooks get mixed into this a little bit, and people have been super harsh on CeeDee Lamb this last weekend. I'm like, it ain't his fault, man. That's coaching. That's
right. The only thing you can blame him for is like not complaining more. Honestly,
yeah, sure.
He's holding it together pretty well.
He really is. Man.
He wants the ball. You know,
he's being a professional about it, but sometimes you got to be like Chase and be like, I'm always open, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always open. Just give me the ball. So I want to see the offense get going, man. We haven't seen too much of the offense really get going. It's been a lot of defense. So Cowboys offense, let's get it done.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if they can. All right, so that's all of our money line picks for this week. All 15 games on the schedule for this weekend. Now we're going to move into the second portion of our show. Like we said, always say the money line is just picking who will win the game. The spread, though, is picking who's going to win with that adjusted score being considered, you know, and we're going to either pick the favorite or the underdog. So one last time, this is not actual betting advice, but it's just how we feel in our box that we're throwing out there. We're going to lead with Marcus's picks. He did send in his lock, so appreciate you, brother. And he's the only one of us that got a bag last week. He hit with the Eagles. He had a push and then one loss, so he's trying to build off of that. He's going with the Chiefs tonight in a big one. I'm not sure if the score will get there being a division game, but I do think if the Kansas City offense gets clicking, they should be able to cover it. It will be close. He's also got the 49ers in a big game over the Browns. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, the Eagles, who's been his kind of money spot, the Eagles with a 7-point victory over the Jets. So I can see that one too.
Me too.
I like all these picks, solid picks, but he's going with those big favorites, and we know sometimes in the NFL it's kind of hard to win by a lot. So we'll see how that does. Let's move into Strizzy, into your locks.
Yeah, man. So like I said, I had a feeling this is going to be a lot more than the 14-point cover. You know what I'm saying? The Panthers have just looked super, super bad on offense and defense, which is crazy to me. But they have nothing going for them. So I think Dolphins roll big time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this one was tricky for me, man. I feel like even if Dallas wins this game, it's going to be like a last second field goal, and I don't think it's going to even be by 3. Then, you know, they might win by 2 or something like that, or Chargers are good enough to actually get the dub that I was liking the 2.5. So I think it'll be an interesting game. I think, you know, one's offense is better than your guys' defense is obviously better. So we'll see who wants this game more. But I got Chargers at 2.5.
Cool.
A little bit of a handicap there.
Yeah.
And then Lions in this one, like we were talking about earlier, I think it could definitely go either way, especially with it being in Tampa Bay. But I really like the Lions in this one. They're a totally different team. I think they only got 1 loss on the year, and they're looking to make the playoffs, man. In order to do that, you got to beat the NFC team. So I'm taking the Lions in this one.
I like it, yeah. So we got a couple close matchups there, and then one predicted blowout over there. So we'll see how you do on those. We'll be back to report on them. I'm going to do my locks real quick. So like we talked about, the Browns 49ers, I do think that they're going to keep it close in this game. I feel like not that the 49ers won't take them seriously, but it's like like I said, like, they're kind of on the up right now, and in the NFL that only lasts so long. So not saying that the Browns will win, but I think that they will keep this game a little bit closer, based on the strength of that defense. So I'm going with the Browns that one. This one, the Colts at a +4. I have them outright winning this game against the Jags. I don't know why, but it's something that they seem to do. So with that 4-point spread, I'm feeling really comfortable. I think this is going to be a close game, but I got the Colts winning outright in that one. And then my last one, the Texans at +1.5. The Texans are playing the Saints. No, the Saints. My bad. And so I do think that this is another one where I think they're going to win this game outright. They're at home. The offense is looking good, and the Saints, we'll see. They had a big performance last week, but other than that, they haven't really been so impressive. So, we'll see. We'll see if the Texans can kind of sneak up and get them as an underdog there. But I'm going with my full underdog slate for my 3 locks, and hopefully they'll come through for me. We'll wrap it up, though. Just going to put up our money line and our locks for the year and our percentages. We're working on the locks for sure. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get this thing dialed in. But last week did not help us in any regard because it was just a little bit too crazy. So
it was bad all around. Money lines and the picks, it was bad.
Yeah, so we were suffering on that one, but we're going to try to get back right and build on, and try to get going in the right direction again. But don't forget that if you hit up our website or hit up our link in our bio, you can join us as well, and you can make your money line picks on our Yahoo Pick'em and compete for Super Bowl squares with us. So that's what it is. We're locked in. And anything else before we dip out?
Oh, nothing I can think of. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been keeping a track on this, all these these trade rumors. You know what I mean? But hopefully we'll get some stuff happen before Tuesday.
Yeah, for sure. I think we'll have to pull that up either way, like see what kind of trades might have happened, but also talk about, just what prospective trades or what trades we think should happen before that deadline on October 31st. So that's what's up. Lots to look forward to. We will see you guys on Tuesday for episode 216 of The Big Show. But until now, that was Secure the Bag. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy.
Peace.